Hello, listeners, and welcome back to the Career Woman's Secret Playbook podcast. Today, we're tackling the issue of, is clutter affecting you more than you think? We're not only answering this question, but I'm also going to share action steps that you can put in place right away while giving you access to our 30-day decluttering challenge that you can start today.
Are you a strong, independent woman who's passionate about her career? Then this podcast is perfect for you. Based on her book, The Career Woman's Secret Playbook, career coach Dr. Dawn Hamby shares the kind of insider secrets you can only know if you've hired, fired, and promoted employees over the past 30 years.
Ladies, I'm on a mission to help busy women just like you create a career and life you love without sacrificing your work-life balance to get it. Come join me as we inspire and motivate each other only as women can and have lots of fun along the way.
With Dr. Dawn's tools, strategies, and action steps, you can unleash your personal and professional power in a whole new way. Here's today's episode.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Career Woman's Secret Playbook podcast. As always, I'm your host, Dr. Dawn. Now, if this is your first time, I want to make sure you have access to all of our freebies. So head over to drdawnshoptalk.com and right there on our website, click on the tab that says Career Secrets. Right there, you'll find our blog. You'll find lots of other podcast episodes. You'll even have access to our YouTube channel. So we've got tons of free resources that can help you on this amazing professional career journey that we're all on. Now, for those of you who are retired, you might think this podcast is not for you. Listen, this is not just career coaching. This also has a lot of life coaching because for those of you that are retired, you know the same strategies and tools I'm talking about today, especially today's topic, which is all about clutter, are definitely things that can help you, not just in your professional life, but your personal one as well. So be sure to check that out. And also, if you notice on our website that there are some services you think can help you, whether it's one-on-one coaching, whether it's an invitation to speak at your Rotary Club, be sure to reach out to us. We offer workshops, seminars, we do a lot of public speaking, and I absolutely also love one-on-one coaching. We also have a DIY program you might want to check out. All of that's right there for you on our website. All right, you guys, let's get started with today's episode. Let's talk about this issue of clutter and how this often overlooked an underrated issue might be affecting you in more ways than you realize. So whether it's a disorganized desk drawer or perhaps just a cluttered kitchen cabinet, or even worse, stuff all over your countertops, right? Clutter can really sabotage you in more ways than you realize. Do you know that there are studies right now that show a huge increase in stress if you wake up to clutter and go to sleep to clutter? Yes, I'm talking about perhaps that messy bureau. Maybe you have a lot of stuff on it, or clothes in your basket that you brought into the bedroom thinking, oh, I'll have time to fold those clothes while I watch TV. Some of you may have TVs in your bedroom and you brought in all of these clothes. You had the intention, a great intention, in fact, to fold clothes while you're watching your favorite show. Well, if you're exhausted and didn't get to it, guess what? You might have those clothes, even if they're clean, in those baskets or even on top of a bureau, ready to be folded and put away. But if you go to sleep with that and wake up to that, much less a messy kitchen when you go into the kitchen to get that first cup of coffee, then you're already starting way behind the eight ball, you guys. You're starting way behind on a peaceful, wonderful start to your day. So today, let's change that. Now, before we get into the actual action steps, let's take a little bit of a deeper dive on how this may be affecting you at work and at home. Like I mentioned before, if you can visually see a lot of clutter, whether it's in your living room, your kitchen, your bedroom, it's going to add stress, it's going to add anxiety, and it will definitely increase that sense of overwhelm. You'll just feel burdened. And when you wake up, you can't even really put your finger on it. You just know that you already feel stressed out. And who needs that, right? It even becomes harder to relax in your home and really appreciate that downtime. Research also shows you guys that clutter is going to drain your mental energy and your enthusiasm, and it usually even affects your ability to focus on important tasks. Okay, now let's take that same issue, this issue of clutter, and let's see how it's affecting us in our professional lives. I can tell you right off the bat that a cluttered workspace is going to affect your productivity. I've seen this time and time again, not only in my own professional life, but definitely in the lives of my staff and my employees, and definitely in the lives of my clients. For example, you walk in and again, your stress and anxiety is through the roof. Even if it's not impactful right off the bat, you'll start to feel that the longer you're working in that space. Number two, it's going to be harder for you to even find essential documents, to even realize where you put things. As a result of that, your creativity and your innovation is definitely going to be stifled. And it also can lead to a very bad impression as colleagues and clients and customers come into that workspace. It's going to reflect poorly on your organizational skills, even if your organization is amazing. Now, sometimes organizational experts agree that even if it's a little messy, if you can find everything quickly, in other words, if you can find those documents, they're at your fingertips, then maybe the clutter is not affecting you the way it would most of us. But you guys, that's really the exception and not the rule. Being able to find things quickly when it's under piles of other things is usually not going to happen. So let's not take that chance, especially in our professional lives, right? We don't want this to end up giving such a bad impression that, the higher ups, the powers that be, might decide when they walk into that office, oh gosh, yeah, I really thought Dawn had it together, but oh my gosh, if that desk of hers is any indication of her organizational skills, I'm not too sure about offering her that promotion. Okay, now maybe it wouldn't truly impact whether they give it to you or not, but the fact that it could affect their decision making even a little bit, why take that risk? So here is what we can do about it. Number one, I want you to start decluttering in small steps. Don't take something that's already overwhelming and make it even less manageable. Okay, we know this is a powerful tool. Take something big, break it down into those smaller, more manageable steps, and you're already on your way. For clutter, just start with one corner. Or if it's just one drawer, one box, but knock it out a little bit at a time. Set a timer for 30 minutes and tackle it each and every day. You will see such improvement in such a short period of time. And here's something else that's magical that sometimes happens. Have you ever had this experience where you start off and you're going to give yourself just 10, 20, 30 minutes to do something? You get on such a roll and you're feeling so great about your progress, you keep going. So that could happen to you. But if it doesn't, I want you to take that burden of guilt off your shoulders. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can see me literally doing this. But take the burden off your shoulders. Seriously, people really do. Just commit to 30 minutes a day. If you can't do every single day, commit to 30 minutes 3 times a day. Really invest in yourself because once you tackle this clutter, the reward is going to be so worth it. Number two, I want to invite you to use my decluttering tool. It's a 30-day free challenge that I offer to everyone who's part of our audience. So I want to make sure I offer that to you. It's right there on my website. Just head on over to snag a free copy of this. You will love it. Now, if you can't access it on the website for any reason, sometimes those downloadables can be tricky. Reach out to us at Dr. Dawn at drdawnshoptalk.com. I will send you your copy right away. But this is basically what it does. I give you a challenge each and every day over the next 30 days. I have a sort of checklist for you so you can literally check that off your list so you can post it. You can tape it up somewhere where you can see it. There is some magic in tackling a different challenge every day and then also visually checking that off. You will feel so accomplished when you look back. Maybe you're on day 15 or 16 and you're like, oh my gosh, I've already accomplished each and every one of those challenges. Now, if you skip a challenge, again, that's going to be a quick reminder to get back to it. You can probably tackle that within 10 or 15 minutes. You probably wouldn't even need the full 30 minutes. But I think you will really enjoy these challenges because it's going to help you not only declutter today, but it's going to help you stay on track. Tip number 3, I want you to adopt the one in, one out rule. Now, there are some other organizational experts that recommend a higher number for that. But you know what? I want my clients and my audience, let's just start off easy. Let's just remember 1 to 1. Okay. So, in other words, to keep clutter at bay, for every new item you bring into your home or into your office, I want you to remove one item you know you no longer need. This method not only prevents clutter from creeping back in, because you know it's so easy for that to happen, but it's also a win-win because you can either give back by donating that item to your local Habitat for Humanity or some other nonprofit you believe in, or you can even accumulate a whole box or 2 or 3 of items and perhaps sell that at a garage sale. You could turn those donations again into a win-win to an organization you believe in, or you can use those same items that have been cluttering up your closets and drawers and actually turn a profit. Tip number 4, create organizational systems. So, in other words, develop a system that works for you. For me, it's color. I love color coding everything. So, I enjoy having colorful bins and baskets to use in my closet. I enjoy different colored file folders and envelopes that I can store things in. I would invest in a label maker as well. It helps keep everything organized. And let me tell you, there is no better feeling than to open up those closet doors and see everything hanging beautifully or in those beautiful baskets that you've organized. Same with your desk. I love walking in and seeing color coding when I open that file drawer and see those different colors. It just adds a little splash of interest. It makes it just look more fun and exciting to tackle those things. And then again, if you label it, even better. And you don't have to use a label maker if you don't have one or don't want to invest in one. Use markers, use highlighters, make it fun for yourself. And make sure you have a decluttering routine. I would recommend once a week taking a look at your systems. And if you don't want to wait till Sunday, it seems like everybody does everything on Sunday to prepare for the week ahead, perhaps tackle it on a Saturday. Maybe you're more relaxed on Saturday. Maybe you have a little bit more time and you could set aside 10 to 15 minutes on Saturday as your sort of cleanup day. And you can kind of check the systems and see what's working and what's not working. And let me take another burden off your shoulders. The reason to start today is so that you don't get stuck in that paralysis by analysis. I have clients that try to work on decluttering and they want to figure out the perfect basket or the perfect color for something, or they just want to buy all of these things at the Container Store. Y'all, I love the Container Store. I really, really do. But don't wait until you figure out all these different systems. You want to start by decluttering right now. Then you can see what you've got left. And once you do, then you can go out there and measure and figure things out. Tip number 5, consider digital decluttering. In other words, unsubscribe from certain emails that are just cluttering up that inbox. Delete unused apps. It's going to save you storage also on your phone and computer. And organize your digital files in a way that you can find things quickly. This can definitely reduce information overload. And remember that a clear digital organized space is just as important as a physical one. All right, you guys, let me leave you with one final thought. Clutter might seem harmless on the surface, but it in fact can really impact your mindset and your motivation. It can definitely affect your productivity, stress, and anxiety. By taking these small, actionable steps today, you're going to be able to reduce stress, increase your focus and productivity, increase your enthusiasm, both at work and at home. All right, ladies, as we wrap up, you know we always like to end each and every episode with a reminder of how much control you really do have in your day. So, per usual, let me wrap up with our motto here at Shop Talk, and it goes like this. If you're not having a fantastic day, you have the power to make it one. All right, you guys, have a wonderful, productive week. Don't forget to grab that 30-day decluttering challenge. We can either email that to you or you can head over to our website. Our email is drdawn@drdawnshoptalk.com, and our website is just drdawnshoptalk.com. And for more tips, tricks, and strategies, don't forget to follow us on our socials. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. See you next time, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your week.
I know our episode is over, but this is just the beginning. If you're ready to take action but don't know where to start, just head over to DrDawnShopTalk.com for lots of free resources, ways to work together, and for even more. Subscribe to the Dr. Dawn Shop Talk YouTube channel. Remember, ladies, you don't have to take this journey alone. I've got you covered. Till next time.